Nobody ever wants to talk about the uncomfortable part of the glow up process. There is so much content out there about glowing up and becoming your best self, but there are so many things that are actually so hard and uncomfortable about glowing up. And when I say glow up, I mean like in all aspects. So like not just physically, but like overcoming certain things, learning how to set boundaries, trying to work on people pleasing. The main things is your relationships definitely change. Once you start to change, it's very easy to outgrow people and certain friendships and relationships when you begin working on yourself, because you kind of realize how maybe some of those relationships are actually unhealthy or cause you to act unhealthily. And unfortunately, jealousy also is a real thing. A lot of people, if they're not working on themselves, definitely project a lot. Their big one is realizing a lot of things about past experiences, having to reprocess it, feeling angry at others and even yourself for certain things that happened or certain behaviors that you allowed. It'd be really easy to fall into that trap of like blaming yourself. That's why it's important to be really aware of this and definitely like journal, especially if you're not feeling a lot of progress at the moment where you currently are. It's so easy to look back and think like, if only I hadn't done that, or like I was so stupid, I was so this and that. Ultimately, that's gonna hold you back even more. To know that it's part of the process. Even though it can be really painful, it's really important to feel things so that you can release them. Get into the blush though. Their big one is kind of a loss of identity almost. If you were always used to partying every weekend and like that was your main source of having fun, maybe you don't want to do that anymore. There might be this period where you're like, okay, so what do I like? But just know that nothing is forever, and shifting your mindset around it, like, okay, this is actually an opportunity to like explore life, explore myself, like you're giving yourself a fresh start. Like it's makeover time, you know what I mean? Change is really uncomfortable and like horrible for humans because our brains feel way safer with what's familiar. That's why it can be so hard to end a toxic relationship and leave a toxic job, move on from something that you know logically is bad for you. It just feels familiar, so your brain's like making it hard for you. It's all about trusting the process, making sure that the pros of your change align with your values and therefore are greater than the cons of the change. Keep reminding yourself over and over that familiar does not equal better or best. That's basically all to say. You can be on the right path and have made the right decision long term, but things can still feel uncertain, bad, uncomfortable, confusing, off. I think that's where trusting the process really comes in. I feel like we hear that all the time and it's kind of like, what does that mean? That's, to me at least, what it means. Everything will work out for the best. Trust me.